The drive for greater efficiency, the demands of customers, and the need to keep costs in check are all pushing companies to rely on technology for solutions. But some of those advanced solutions are being implemented by some new hands, people with developmental disabilities. More and more companies are turning to computerized record systems to meet demand. The Beltman Group, a major moving company with 13 locations nationwide, has taken action.
Technology becomes an important part of what we do so that people have access to their information instantly. And everybody with the internet and all the advances in technology are expecting those types of advances within the moving and storage industry as well.
Beltman Vice President Steve Cosell says that people with developmental disabilities have become strong performers in the digital imaging arena.
They definitely have become part of the team. They work well with the entire staff that they're involved with. They've been involved in some of the company outings we've had. We had a bowling outing where they both came and got involved with the staff. So they've really ingrained themselves into our organization and have become another team member that work well with everyone else.
Well, my goals were to try to, I had to work for an office and try to get my own little area to work with and my own computer, because I love computers a lot. Oh, it really felt great because I really thought I could achieve this goal, because this is something I've always wanted to do. And
Matt came to Beltman through Merrick Inc., a nonprofit, and he's regarded as diligent and reliable. He got the computer bug from his father, who retired from Unisys after a 44-year career.
I started working of it when my father got this first computer called a Commodore computer, and I started learning how to work that. And then it went up to IBM, and I started working with that, and then it really came to me. I thought computer work would be the best job to go.
While Matt's supervisors say he is able to concentrate on the tasks at hand, they say college students and temporaries tend to start rewriting programs, sending emails or instant messages, thinking about what's happening that night, or just get bored. American Building Contractors, a construction and storm damage roofer and repairer operating in 44 states, reported the same experience. President Brian Fisher says that people with developmental disabilities were far superior.
The folks came in and there was a large number of people just actually processing the paperwork, pulling out staples, pulling out paper clips, taking them out of their manila folders and getting them prepared for the folks who actually do the scanning so that they can move through them a lot more quickly. And they went through them like gangbusters.
The team from Accessibility came with a job coach and required little supervision.
She got the work ready for them, kept them on task the whole day, she was our liaison and somebody to talk to get what we needed done. It worked out really well.
Fisher firmly believes this was a sound business decision.
It was a business necessity. When you think of a file that by the time you're done with that file and it's ready for the shredder, a lot of these files that we had been Federal Expressed from the office that generated the file to the office that did the payroll, back to the office where the payroll was distributed. And if there was an issue where I had to review it, Federal Express, some of these files had been Federal Express 2-3 times at $9 a piece. And when you look at a whole warehouse of those files, you say, my God, why didn't we do this years ago?
Law firms are confronted by enormous records management challenges, with files that must be maintained and accessible for years. Deborah Kramer, the office manager of the Johnson Condon firm in Edina, Minnesota, established a relationship with Midway Training Services to convert a records backlog.
One of the attorneys that works at Johnson & Condon was very familiar with the work that MTS was doing with autistic adults. They were currently working on a project in which they were converting paper files to a paperless format, and that was a project that we were also interested in having completed.
Given the success of the effort, Kramer suggests that other law firms strongly consider going digital.
Because the legal field is riddled with paper, I would think it would be very wise for other firms to take a look at employing this technology of having scanned files instead of paper files all over their offices.
When the files go from Johnson Condon to MTS in St. Paul, Supervisor Jason Miska and his crew of people take over.
Well, the law firm brings us a crate of documents, and we take those and we bring them in here. We prep them, After they're prepped, we bring them here to the scanning area, and our people scan them. And then after that, we take the ones that are cleared and we bring them back to the shredding area. And then the shredders go through the boxes that I've set up for them, and they find out which ones can be shredded, which ones can't. And just is a big process that goes on and on and on.
The success of their document imaging program has prompted MTS to take another significant step forward.
The new development, we have a storefront coming up. It's going to look a little bit like FedEx type Kinko's, but it's going to have people with developmental disabilities